Hi guys, so I just wanted to reinforce some of um, the demonstration that I did a couple of days ago dealing with the shading, okay? So you guys already know that you're going to pick out your colors, you create a swatch of different kinds of colors, and then pick out from that family of colors that should all be very much alike. You're going to pick out the colors that you want, and it's always a good idea to label them. So what I would like to talk about is the shading. I just wanted to do a video so that way you can kind of refer to it. So I'm just going to use this one right now, a different variety of colors, and I can show you what we're going to be working with. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to fill in the color of the area with the color that you're thinking about using. So when you do this, you're going to just go in almost like long oval direction, and you can kind of change it up. You don't want this to be too heavy and dark because you want to allow some possibility to introduce shading using the same pencil, not adding black or brown or anything to make it shadowed, but just using the same color and applying more pressure. So if you ended up coloring this too dark, it won't allow you to have that opportunity. So you just want to make it just light enough. You don't want to fill it in entirely. I'm using the side of the pencil, and I'm also very far away from the tip where my hand, I'm holding it very far away, so it's forcing me to not put a lot of pressure on the edges, or put a lot of pressure on the way I'm coloring. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the edges nice and dark. So I'm going to push pretty hard right around here and just hit this edge. To get into focus. Yep. So I'm just going to go just heavy, as though I'm just putting a thick line right there. Okay. So now to create this sense of shadowing, I'm just going to soften that line right on the edge, and I'm just going to kind of bring it. It feels like I'm kind of pulling it, but I'm just going a little bit darker, just kind of going back over that line. And notice that the way I'm holding it, I'm a little closer to the pencil point because I want to put more pressure on it. Okay? So I would be doing the same thing all the way around. So you can certainly practice, like if you don't want to go right onto your rough draft and eventually onto your final, you could practice, like you can just turn your page over if you wanted to, and you can set up like a little shape, and you can practice going really dark and then lighter and lighter and lighter. This whole thing is just going to be filled in that lightness. And then, like I said, you can press hard here, but then just kind of go back over it, and you just kind of go lighter and lighter and lighter as you go. One thing that I did not talk about is, if some of you guys want to try this, the oil from your hands and the oil from your skin will actually blend with the colored pencil. You might get a little on your finger, and what it'll do is it'll kind of sort of blend it a little bit. You can certainly try this. So you can see that it blends it. You can also try a white colored pencil on top of it just to see what it looks like, see if there's any look that you want, like if that's giving you the look that you want. But you do not necessarily have to. So let me just finish up this shape over here. Okay, and I want this to look like it's behind that shape there. Okay, So after you're done with this is another thing you can explore. You can try taking some black and putting it around the outside of your letter and pulling the color out. Now this is a little trickier because you have to kind of do this sort of abruptly. It's not like you don't want to color in this whole area lightly with your black. You want to leave some areas still white, or eventually the color of whatever, if you wanted to color in the background with colored pencil. So this is a little trickier. So you literally go around the outline, and I do it in little sections. You don't have to do the whole thing at once. So I have this like 3-inch line, and then you're just gonna very quickly fade it. This is a little more challenging in my opinion. So what this is going to give the illusion of, it's going to put a shadow, the illusion of a shadow behind this letter. So it's going to appear to kind of lift off a little bit off of the page. Okay, like I said, it's a little tricky. I'm barely even touching the paper once I try to blend it back to white. So you certainly can explore this. Okay. So when you are all done with it, this is the end product. Let's see if I can zoom. There we go. So that's kind of like what it should look like when you're done. Okay. Or in our case, when we were doing the demonstration in class, this one right here. Okay, hopefully this video helps. Enjoy.